Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for joining me for Project Life Week 27. If you'd like to see what I'm going to do, stick around. Hey friends, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for hanging out with me for this Project Life video. Right now I'm just showing you all the things I might possibly be using to complete documenting our memories from the first full week of July. 1st through the 7th, which is week 27, and I've got the Stories by the Month kit from Allie Edwards, a bunch of puffy stickers, mostly from Vicky Boutin, also some from Paper Person Shop, some random embellishments from Paper Person Shop, and I'm going to be using my Posca pen to write on some photos. But that's pretty much it. I am going to pull in a couple of random alphas to complete the title card and some twine to embellish just a little bit with some of the chipboard tags. So I might sound a little different because I have my earbuds in, only because Nora and her friend Hannah are filming their own version of a Taylor Swift video, which is super cute. And I'm trying to reduce the amount of background noise that might potentially be coming in. But if this is really annoying, definitely let me know. And I can not do that next time. So this is a lot of photos and a lot of journaling that I had to squeeze into these pages because we were still away. If you watched last week's project, actually 2 weeks ago, last week I did a flip through of volume 1 of 2, but now I'm in volume 2 of 2 for 2024. So for week 26, I shared the beginning of our trek out to Michigan, and this is the ending part of that trek. So I am just starting with my title card as always. I love the colors. They're perfect for the week. I pre-select where all of the photos and cards are going to go before I start filming. Otherwise, this video would be way too long, and I like to get nitpicky with it, so it just works for me to be able to do that off camera. It takes some pressure off of me. I do go back and add a couple of puffy stickers after putting all this together, which you can see in the close-ups at the end. But for now, I'm just going to use these longer word phrase tags and use them as just like basically a die cut. And it says this month looks like this. I put a little white puffy heart, a few puffy stickers, and the word phrase strip that says summer vacation. Week 27 are some random alphas and numbers I have in my stash. And then I just use the date stamp to put the dates for the week, which is really simple, just July 1st through the 7th. And then I'm going to work on filling out the rest of this page, which is like this flip open page protector. They're 9 by 12 size, and I get them all from scrapbook.com, which I have an affiliate link for in my description box. But this is a photo of the front of the motel we stayed at for one night. It was super cute. So after we left like the Upper Peninsula area, we drove down around the outer part of Michigan to see Lake Michigan and just be able to take in the sights, which was really fun on our way down to Traverse City, which is where we were staying for a night and where the National Cherry Festival was. So I took a picture of the sign out front of the motel, which was so cute. It was like stepping into a Palm Springs, like circa 1960s motel. There was like hot pink. There was some like mid-century modern decor everywhere. It was like an old school radio was in the hotel room or motel room. It was really, really cute. Unfortunately, the beds were hard as a rock, but the decor was a 20 out of 10. So on this card, I'm just going to journal, goodbye Gaylord, hello Traverse City. We checked in at 12:15. The motel was like being in Palm Springs. We walked almost 2 miles to the main shopping and Cherry Festival area. We ate at a cute food truck area. Nora had Mexicali and Matt got Asian fusion food. Nora loved the airplane writing in the sky because overhead there was this airplane that was doing some really fun designs, which was really fun. And I said we went into lots of the stores. I got a couple new tops. We got some yummy cherry items. Nora and Matt got new shirts. We had gelato and dinner, and we did lots of walking and sightseeing. I wish I'd recorded how many steps we did. I know it was a ton. And we chose to walk down because we thought it was going to be insanely busy, but it wasn't. It was a Monday, so it we could have totally drove down. So actually, my husband ended up leaving Nora and I at a bookstore, and he walked back to the motel, got our car, and picked us both up, so we didn't have to walk back with him because he's just the best. This 4x6 photo is a grid I made in the app Diptyque, which I have on my phone and my iPad. It was like $2 or $5. Totally worth it. I use it all the time. So I could squeeze in a lot of pictures. You can see the writing in the sky there from the airplane says NCF for National Cherry Festival, which is also the photo of Nora and Matt in the little photo op there in the middle of it. A picture of the macarons at the store we went into, Nora and I. Then Nora at the edge of the lake, just looking down. This one is the same spot where we took a rest, and she's just like, Mom, take my picture. And she pulled her foot behind her in that weird way that makes me cringe. Then a picture of my food that we got at dinner, food we had at lunch, these people that were walking around on stilts, and then Nora and I reading in the bookstore while we were waiting for Matt. And then we stayed overnight, packed up in the morning, and left to go to Sleeping Bear Dunes, which was also amazing, except for that it rained on our way down. But on the way up, we walked up this really steep hill. We left our sandals at the bottom, and then we got to the very top and realized there was a lot more hills to get up and down towards if we wanted to get closer to the lake and have like a better view. So we did it. Um, we went over about 9 of them, and then we decided that's enough. And that's what this picture is. Someone took of us at the top of like one of the ninth or 10th dunes. I think they said there's like 30 of them that you'd have to go over to get all the way to the lake, but we were like, this is good, which worked out really well because on the way back, like I said, it started to rain and it was a little chilly. So luckily we had our shells, but we were all completely soaked through. So fortunately, we had like a couple hour drive till we got to where we wanted to go to get dinner, which was at this little place called Cluck Bucket in Ludington. So we let our clothes dry out on our way back towards, we were making our way back down the state to Grand Rapids area. So I'm journaling about all those things on this blank card that says yes to new rhythms. And then that other card is just a filler. I trimmed it down from it being a 4x6 or 3x4 size, the one that says 0724. And I actually put it on the red background vellum card that says, like, I think it might be from June Stories by the Month Kit, and it says My Graduate on it in gold foiling. But I didn't need that, so I just took the um, card from this month and then taped it over the top of the red vellum, and I think it came out really cute. I am going to go back and embellish the bottom 4x6 card that says live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink the wild air after the fact. And again, you can see that in the close-ups at the end, but here are the close-ups in real time of the inside of this flap. So you can see I kept it pretty simple. I like using my Posca pen to write on the photos directly, especially because I used it for the same purpose. I used it to write all of the names, the places where we were in the photo. And then just to work on this outside flap is a picture of the motel from the outside. It's so cute. So I used this die cut piece that I had left over from Paper Person. I put the Dive into Summer word phrase strip and then a couple of puffy stickers. On top of the July vellum 3x4 card, I ended up using this chipboard, really simple generic phrase that matched the rest of the spread I had in my stash, and it says just this, and I added some blue and white twine to the top of it for a little bit of, just a little bit of something. And then this picture of Nora and Matt sitting and looking out over the dunes. I love this picture. I just trimmed down another word die cut tag or phrase die cut. I don't know what you want to call it. That says currently out of office, and then put happy and a couple puffy stickers, and that's going to be it. I did realize I'm doing the voiceover. I realized I didn't actually decorate the July vellum card. I'm going to go back and do that now because I think I was going to leave it blank, but I decided it needed some blue. So I went into my stash and pulled out some more blue chipboard, and I went along with the just this one. So you can see I'm going to add that on there. Okay, so now you can see the close-ups in real time now that the whole thing is completed, both the front and the back. And I like the addition of the blue chipboard. Ta-da! I think it looks really nice all together. I love using these kits. And then I'm going to move on to the back side of this page or yeah, this 9 by 12 page. And I pull out this vellum stripe card. I love it because it has all the colors for the July Stories by the Month kit. So then I realized that I was trying to figure out how to embellish this vellum card, because it's so colorful, and I'm just trying out a bunch of embellishments, and then I decided to use the Savoring This Season because it's perfect, and so I just trimmed around the middle, and then use my double-sided tape to adhere it to the card, and then I'm going to just write Grand Rapids on that, and put a few puffy stickers, and then the date that we were in Grand Rapids, which was the 2nd through the 5th. And then the photo of the three of us underneath the zoo sign is what we ended up doing on the 3rd. So after we went to Sleeping Bear Dunes, we stopped and got our food in Ludington, and then we drove into Grand Rapids and stayed with Matt's youngest brother, Tully, and his wife, Kit, and they have 2 kids, Sutton and Tully Jr., who we call Junior or TJ, who's just a baby, he's almost 1, and Sutton is almost 3. So we spent a few days with them, which was super fun, and I'm going to be talking about here over the next few cards. Alrighty, so on the picture of us, I put the chipboard piece that says July Delights, and then just stamp the date. And then on the monthly view of the month, of July, I use it every month if I can, especially because it has the actual date for this year, so I wouldn't be able to use it like next July. So I just took my mild liner and I highlighted the week that I am working on documenting. And then I love this picture of Nora with the butterfly on her shirt. It's my favorite photo from the whole trip. And because you can see all her freckles and she just looks so happy and it's just the sweetest. So I embellished it with "So love this photo," and that's it. On the Everyday Memories card, I just put a couple of puffy stars and I journaled about how basically all the things I talked about, how we went from Sleeping Bear Dunes to stopping in Ludington to get dinner to then going to Kit and Tully's. And then I talked about how we went to the zoo. Even though it was really hot out, we got to see our favorite animals, red pandas, which we totally were not expecting. So we ended up buying little tiny red pandas for like stuffies for Nora and her little cousin Sutton. So they each had one and could remember the trip. And then we went into a butterfly sanctuary, which was really cool. And that's what that photo is of Nora. And then a couple of them landed on us, which was really neat. And then Nora got to ride a camel with her Aunt Kit and then Sutton. And then after that, we treated the family to a really good dinner at this place called 123 Grill. It was super delicious. They had these like Brussels sprouts for an appetizer that I'm obsessed with. Brussels sprouts are probably my favorite vegetable, and they were so good. I could have eaten the whole thing, but I didn't. I shared. And then, while we've been there over those few days, Nora learned how to play this game on the PlayStation 5. That because Kit and Tully both love to game, and they taught her how to play Sackboy. It is so cute. We don't have a PlayStation, but it definitely made us like question whether or not we should get one. So in any of her downtime, that's pretty much what Nora was able to do, was just kind of like play with her aunts and uncles and dad and stuff. I'm not really into gaming, so I just would watch or just sit there or go work on my daily journal. But it was just something special that they got to do, and that was so different for Nora because, like I said, we don't have a PlayStation 5. The July looks like this card is what I use every month to keep pieces of ephemera from the month that I want to remember. So I trimmed out part of the packaging from the Cherry Republic store we went into in Traverse City, where we got a bunch of the cherry flavored items to take back home with us. So I just trimmed out the logo. It's so cute. It says Cherry Republic, Life, Liberty Beaches Pie. It has the bear in the middle. And then I trimmed out the center of the envelope that was sent to me with Happy Mail in it from my June sticker bestie. And I just thought it was so cute with the little bear. And she took the time to decorate the envelope so cute. So I wanted to include that. Okay, so now that I'm on the last portion of this very busy week, I have the 4x6 card that's got story number 1, 2, 3, and 4 on it with all the coordinating colors for this month's kit that I will do at the end. And then I want to embellish this flip up photo here that's going to go right next to it. The first one on the front is Nora and Tully playing the Sackboy game, and I just put the Sights and Sounds chipboard piece, stamped the date on it. I chose the word phrase sticker that says Vibin' and Thrivin', and then I use a tab from the April Stories by the Month kit that just says this, so that I know to flip up the photo, and underneath there's the card from June that says celebrating the magically mundane. I think it's from June. It might be from May. And there's a quad photo there, just different pictures of Nora with her cousins, which I love all of them. So I included those in this week's spread. And I just talked about how this quote vacation was a whirlwind. We packed in as much as we could, hadn't planned to stay with Kit, Tully, Sutton, and Junior, but the lack of air conditioning in Eaton Rapids was unbearable, so it turned out to be a really good decision. We had so much fun with the family, and Nora loved being the big cousin. She loved getting to spend some extra time with Tully and Junior and Sutton, and her aunt and uncle. We stayed home on the 4th. There's no pictures of it, so I just journaled about how we just like ate a ton of food and watched The Sandlot at night while the fireworks went off. And it was Nora's first time seeing the movie, so that was really special to share with all of, her, with, mom and dad and her aunt and uncle. And then we left the next day, which was the 5th at 10 in the morning. It took us till 11:15 at night to get home. And then we rushed back because we wanted to be home on Saturday for a pool party that was like celebrating our friends coming home from Korea. They had been there for 2 weeks, and they are my part of my local Korean adoptee group. So every summer we spend just by the pool and hanging out and eating food and all that kind of stuff with a bunch of our friends. So that was really fun. And I just embellished the picture of Nora in the pool with some of the other kiddos with I am learning to live in the present, mostly because the chipboard color matched perfectly. It wasn't from, I don't even know what month. Oh, it's from present. It's from the present story kit from last year. Um, and then I took the word phrase stickers that say hot dogs, SPF, and pool day and stamped the date at the bottom and put a couple of puffy heart stickers on that one. And from that same party, the kiddos were playing badminton, but not really because nobody could actually hit it. So it was kind of funny. But that's why I journaled on the leftover piece of that word phrase tag. I journaled playing badminton, but I put playing in quotes and then wrote A for effort. And then there's a picture of 4 of us Korean adoptees all together, and I just embellished that one with a tag that says, let's just hang out and do nothing. And I wrote, Cads at Tom's. Definitely feels like summer here. Heather, Kim, me, and Benton. That's who's all in the photo. And then the currently celebrating card, I checked Independence Day because we were kind of celebrating it at the party. Like it was like, I think the invite said 4th of July-ish party. But I also wrote in my own, I wrote Tom and Natalie home safely from Korea and then summer for the 2 other things that we were celebrating. And then I put this and that word phrase stickers and put a little blue star in the middle. And then I'm going to go back and do all the journaling, talking about all the things I share with you, plus how we got scammed big time, which is like a whole other story, and why I am leaving in the part where I don't normally, which is the journaling part, because I need to tell you so that you know not to be stupid like I was. Not only did we get scammed once, we got scammed twice because I did give my debit information to this random text message, which I know in hindsight sounds so stupid, but I am really gullible and also had Happy Mail in Canada waiting. So I thought, oh, I gotta, give them my information so that they can release this mail. No. But fortunately, I realized it right away, canceled the card, and thankfully nothing else happened. The second scam was while we were away, we thought we were buying a couch from an acquaintance through Facebook, and unfortunately didn't realize they had been hacked. So we gave $400 to someone thinking we got a used couch, and we actually did not get the couch. And the only reason I found out that we were hacked was because at the pool party, I was just sitting there scrolling on my phone and I saw a similar post on Facebook with other photos of items that were supposedly being sold by this person. And I was like, wait a minute. So then I ended up personally texting the individual who I thought we bought the couch from because I happened to have their number still on my phone because it wasn't somebody I was super close with. And they were like, oh no, my Facebook page got hacked. And I was like, oh my gosh. And we paid, of course, through friends and family on PayPal. So there's nothing I can do to get that money back. So we're just out $400, and a couch that we thought we were going to get. So super unfortunate. And I feel incredibly stupid. But I want to tell you because I want you guys to be smarter and not make the same mistake that I did and trust people. And it's just a shame. It's a shame that this is what's going on right now. And I talked to one of my friends' husbands who actually used to be in fraud at the bank, and he was like, yeah, it's really bad right now. So if anyone's ever requesting any additional information from you that requires payment of any kind, make sure you call the number of whoever that institution is and double check with them first to verify that it's them. So that is our crazy week 27. Holy crap, we are kicking off summer with quite the bang for sure. And I'm going to show you guys the close-ups of the finished spread, which is obviously over 3 different pages, which worked out perfectly because, you know, I didn't do like an intro to volume 2 of 2024's Project Life. So I love that it was a really full week and I had tons of photos, so it worked out. Um, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, hearing all the stories, seeing all the photos, and just know that I will be completing a separate scrapbook album to document our trip over on my Patreon, which is up and running and so much fun. So definitely check that out. I have a link to the intro video in my description box. Alrighty, so here are the close-ups of the right side of, or I should say the last side of this week, and then you can see close-ups and real time of the completed entire thing all at once. So you know the drill, guys. Like the video if you did, subscribe if you're not, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss my content. Thank you, thank you, thank you for spending your time with me. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, friends, and remember that you are enough. Bye.